Hi everybody, it's Mr. Garrett here again, and we're going to talk about some factoring of sum and difference of cubes. These are two methods that we're going to use to factor polynomials. I touched on them earlier on an earlier video, but this will kind of go a little bit more in depth with those. So we're going to do a couple of different examples, and here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is look at sum and difference of cubes, and we have to identify what perfect cubes are. So some things like 1, 8, 2 cubed, 3 cubed is 27, 4 cubed is 64, 5 cubed is 125. If you see numbers that are like these, all right, they're all perfect cubes. And so when you see perfect cubes, you want to think, is this a sum or difference of cubes problem? So as we go through this is what we're looking for. Now, we have two formulas here. You can see this is the sum of cubes formula, and this is the difference of cubes formula. And basically what you're doing is you're identifying something cubed plus something cubed, or something cubed minus something cubed. And once you identify those, you want to kind of identify what the first part is, what the second part is, because then it's just a matter of plugging it into the formula and simplifying, okay? So when I look at a problem like x cubed plus 8, you might not realize that it's a sum of cubes problem, but really I could write this as x cubed plus 2 cubed, because 2 cubed is 8. And in that case, x is like my a up here, and 2 is like my b. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fill it in. Instead of saying a plus b, I'm going to say x plus 2. Instead of saying a squared, I'm going to say x squared. Instead of saying AB, I'm going to say x times 2. And instead of saying b squared, I'm going to say plus 2 squared. All right? And then I simplify. So x plus 2 is just x plus 2. There's no difference there. And then x squared is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. And 2 squared is 4. Now I can try seeing if this last part is factorable, the x squared minus 2x plus 4, but it's not going to be. Two numbers that multiply together give me 4 and add together give me negative 2. It doesn't exist, and so that's it. Now the other thing that's kind of interesting is that these signs are, you can know those signs based on the SOP pseudonym. Same sign, opposite sign, and always positive. And so same sign, like here it's plus, so here it's plus. Here it's minus, that's opposite of plus. And then there's positive again. So let's go on to y cubed minus 64. Well, y cubed minus 64 is like y cubed minus 4 cubed. That means y is like a, 4 is like b, and so now I'm going to say y minus 4 times y squared plus 4y plus 4 squared. Then y minus 4, y squared plus 4y plus 16. And again, two numbers that multiply together give me 16, add together give me 4, don't exist, and so that's my final answer. All right, let's do two more difference of cubes problems. Now we're going to get a little bit trickier, because here we got 27m cubed. Well, 27m cubed, that doesn't look like what we've been working with. So what we're going to do is we're going to write it out as something cubed plus 1. Well, what cubed is 27? 3. What cubed is m cubed? M. So now 3m is like a, 1 is like b. And so my problem is going to turn out to be 3m plus 1, then 3m quantity squared minus 3m times 1 plus 1 squared. And then when I simplify, I get 3m plus 1. 3m squared is 9m squared. And 3m times 1 is negative 3m. 1 squared, 1. And that's my final answer. And that works out really well. This one here, you're like, whoa, 320, negative 5, those aren't cubes. But what's common between negative 5 and 320? Well, negative 5 is. So I take out that negative 5, I get z cubed minus 64. because 320 divided by negative 5 is 64. And so now I'm going to say negative 5 z cubed, 64 is 4 cubed, and then I'm going to go ahead and say negative 5 z minus 4, and then z squared plus 4z, and then I could say 4 squared, but I'm just going to go ahead and write 16 because that's 4 squared. And so that's how we do sum and difference of cubes, and I hope you learned something.